If you've ever had your labs ran, a very, very common lab that is run is called the CMP. And within that CMP, there are a lot of different markers. The problem is a lot of providers just look at those markers in isolation and they refuse to see patterns, or they're not really looking for the right patterns. And that's where we're uniquely different. Today, I want to talk about a liver enzyme called ALT. If you have that test in front of you, or if you can go grab it, if you've had it in the past, I encourage you to check ALT. It's a liver enzyme that oftentimes is only flagged when it's high. I like to look at it not only when it's high, but also when it's low. When it's low, that's the piece that gets missed. So if you have an ALT that's in the low teens or even single digits, it can typically mean a sluggish liver. And why is that important? Because your liver is so important for so many reasons. There's all the time it's trying to detoxify the body, or it's trying to clear out toxins. One example too is hormones. So estrogen has to be filtered correctly through that liver. So if you have a really sluggish ALT, then what could happen is you could have mood swings, you could have PMS, you could be irritable, inability to lose weight. It can affect histamine. Histamine is something that needs to be cleared out of the body as well. When that's an issue, that can lead to skin issues or allergies, or anxiety even. And so your body's constantly, like I said, trying to clear that toxicity. And so when that with the ALT is sluggish and that liver is sluggish, specifically the phase 1 detox pathway of the liver, then everything else is going to start to be sluggish, because everything is tied to everything else within the body. And that is really where we uniquely look at things differently. And so if you're interested in scheduling something, getting comprehensive labs tested, not only looking at a CMP, but looking at maybe a stool test or a thyroid panel or inflammatory markers. How is the body absorbing and utilizing iron? All of these things are so important, and we really take a comprehensive look to see exactly what's going on in your case. ALT is just one of many markers that we look at. But again, if you've had that test done, look at it. If it's in the low teens or single digits, I encourage you to get a more comprehensive panel to see exactly what's going on.